Okay. Where is JoJo? Joe, need to request. There we go. Oh, yeah. And we're here.
Chicago!
Oh, I actually didn't notice that when I just
Yes,
talked.
Brooke, we met. Got the Lady Cougs. Got the Lady Cougs on.
Lady Cougs, baby. Stay on, ladies. Danny will be joining us shortly here. Oh, she's in.
Oh, she's joined.
I love how you always have wine. Why don't I do that? I need to get my wine out.
Listen, when you've been on a bus for the past 50 hours and 82 days or 82 hours or whatever, you lose your mind a little bit.
Yay!
Yes!
Hey, girl.
I say wine?
You
So
did
I
see
didn't
it.
tell me this.
Cheers.
Oh, and she has like wine with her. I'm like, what the heck?
Girl, you know I'd have a glass of wine, but we got a game tomorrow.
I know. Chi-town.
Hat.
I know. I wear my hat, especially for you.
Yeah, go Cubs. But I don't
It's my
follow
favorite
the
one,
Cubs.
but don't look at my hair. But Lucy tore up.
Look at this. Look
I
at this
know.
rep
Oh
in
my gosh.
I
There you
teared
go.
up when she
Wah,
did.
wah.
training.
Wahoo!
Start training.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys? I miss you both.
I know. We miss you. We really, really do. Oh, hi, Nikki.
You know what's funny is Nikki's in the other room and she just
Oh.
wrote that. Should I get her on?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, get her in here.
Get her on. She
All
can answer
right.
all the questions.
Nikki, they're requesting you.
It's been decided. Yes.
She's coming.
Tell her to request.
She's ready to shine.
I think you can do 4 of them.
Hey, Nikki.
Girl.
Oh, we have some puppies here with us as well.
Oh,
Hi,
goody.
Winston.
Hi, Lindsay.
Here we are.
Oh, there we go.
Don't make
Lucy
you
scratched me today.
hurt himself. Or hurt.
Lucy scratched me today. I got home from Chapel Hill. She gave me a good old scratch. She was so happy to see me. She was.
How is she
on.
doing? I heard about her knee.
Yeah, listen, everyone out there is so concerned, and I appreciate everyone's
For anyone who doesn't know,
love
Joe
and support.
now torn their ACL, including her dog.
Yeah, the whole we have one good ACL in the family.
That is
she's
crazy
good.
that you guys have all had ACL problems.
I know. So it's partially torn. So she just has crate rest. So she's watching me in her crate right now because she can't go.
When can she get out of the crate?
So she can get out if she's just laying down, and then she can also, about a week, she can leash, walk, come back, and that's about it.
Jeez, oh, poor baby.
I know, it's tough. She's our girl. She's our baby girl.
Dog.
But I know, we're both dog mom. I need to get Lucy an Adidas.
Oh my
jumpsuit,
gosh,
though.
the Addie dog sweatshirt.
Yes.
It's so cute.
We love it. Well, first off, hi. Welcome to 2 Washups, 1 Pro. You're the pro, Danielle Colaprico. It kind of rhymes. Hi.
Thanks for having me.
How are you doing? How's Chicago?
It's good. I feel like for a bit there it was warm and now it's cold again and we're all kind of like, huh. So it's annoying, but we're really excited that the season started and we have our second game tomorrow, so we're super pumped.
Yes. How do you feel after the first game? Your body hurt?
Oh my gosh, we all said to each other, we feel like it was like a shock to the system because we haven't had like a real professional game yet. We were just playing college teams and then like one WPSL team or something, I don't know, and scrimmaging ourselves for like a little bit, but like a full 90 is just nothing compares to a full 90 in the WPSL.
I'm curious, was it like we were talking to Kristen Edmonds last week and we said like when the season starts, I feel like everyone's so amped that the first 15 minutes it's just like everyone
Literally.
relax.
You can't breathe.
It was like, okay, our goal was literally like, okay, try to settle into the game as quickly as you can because it's like 1,000 miles per hour.
Jeez.
So, but yeah, other than that, we're good.
Home game. What was it like to like get back with fans? And I feel like the bubble was probably so weird. So did it feel kind of like normal again?
Wait, sorry, you mean back at home, being back at home?
Well, back at home, but also like playing in Houston, having like actual people to like.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like,
It was definitely like weird having fans. It's still like, I mean, I didn't really think of it anything different just because we weren't at home. Because I feel like I feel like when I'm playing at home in front of our fans, then I feel like a different effect from it. But it was definitely cool to see people in the stands. I feel like we missed that a lot last year, and it was hard playing in silent stadiums. So just like hearing fans like cheer and like scream people's names was just like cool, which sounds like so ridiculous, but it does like mean a lot when you're trying to like play on the field. And it almost feels like when it's so silent, it's like, okay, what am I playing? Like, what are we playing for right now? Like, I don't know.
I feel like SeatGeek like echoes too. Like I feel like it just feels when it's empty, it feels empty.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's gonna be exciting though. You're gonna have fans.
I know. So I think for the
what is it? Chicago 134 gonna be screaming. Yeah. Can you give us a little rendition of your song name? What is it?
Oh my gosh. I don't even want to sing it, but it's like,
come on,
Colaprico, Colaprico. I can't even do it.
Colaprico,
they're like a fire fan group.
They're so awesome. Like the fact that they come up with a song for everyone and they're all so good. I'm like, how do you guys do it?
I would be like driving home and I'd be like singing people's songs. I'm like, I can't get this out of my head. I can't get it out. They're brilliant. And they're so passionate, which is what we want in the interview. So it's lovely. It's lovely.
I know.
Now, I have a midfield question for you. I think former midfielder. You have played with the same midfield for a very, very, very long time. You played with
Matthew did.
Say again?
Tell her about the math you did. How many years her and Morgan have played together?
I did the math. Hold up. You played 4 years at UVA, and you've played 4 together? Nearly like 8 years.
3.5 before.
3.5, right?
A lot.
Nearly 8 years at the collegiate level and the professional level. And then you've also played with Vanessa DiBernardo since you came to Chicago. What is it like having that consistency? I know a lot of people talk about having consistency in the back line, but I think it goes unnoticed, like playing with the same people in the midfield. You just get this continuity. Someone help me.
Continuity, yeah.
Continuity.
That was nice. You killed it.
Thank you. Continuity. And knowing where everyone goes. Talk a bit how it's just so nice to have kind of talk about it. I just want to hear your thoughts on it. I've always wanted to ask you, so here we are.
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like it makes a huge impact on how we play. I feel like when you're thrown into a midfield that you're not very familiar with, it makes it only harder to like read their movements or know what they're going to do on the ball or even off the ball. So I feel like now playing with Vanessa and Morgan, and especially Morgan for so long now, it's kind of like I know where they're going to be and I can kind of tell what they're going to do. And it just makes it that much easier in the midfield to rotate because I feel like a lot of, especially when you play with 3 in the midfield, it's not, if you start man marking, it's going to be a lot more running than it needs to be. So it's nice being able to play with those 2 because we just read each other's movements, we rotate off each other, and it, cuts down the running, which allows us to, get more involved in the attack. So I feel like it's super important, just the chemistry we have together. And I've always been super grateful for that because I can only imagine stepping into a midfield with 2 other girls that I have never played with or have never seen play or I don't know, whatever. And trying to connect with them would take a long time.
Yeah. It's so important that I think like I said, it goes unnoticed because you're playing 360 degrees as a midfielder. Whereas a back line, you know, you can put your foot on it, turn, and play your goalkeeper. In the midfield, if your movements are slightly off with your teammate and you give the ball away, it could be really detrimental. So just having that comfortability. I'm trying to use big word. Listen, Danny, I've been on a bus for a very long time. So excuse my language and my stuttering. But
No, you're doing
just
great.
having that ability to trust each other is just massive. And if you go forward, you know someone's going to be behind you. And vice versa. I'm happy for you that you
Yeah.
have that ability.
That's why they've been so successful as a team for
Yeah.
basically the whole time Danny's been there. I don't think that's a coincidence, but
I don't either. Also,
Thanks,
Danny,
guys.
hold on, can I spit out a fact?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to spit out a fact. Did you know
spit it.
you are the all-time leading assist player in UVA history in 100 appearances?
Yes, she is.
44 assists and 100 appearances.
Underdog for all.
How do you feel about that? That's pretty incredible.
Okay, well, I feel like I owe a lot of credit to my teammates because a lot of those were from corner kicks or even free kicks that I just, launched in the box. And they got ahead on it. So I credit them for a lot of them. And honestly, all of it. I feel like that was like kind of like one of my like main roles at UVA was just to create and like get people chances. And I feel like part of my game was lacking where I just didn't, shoot the ball. And I always kind of passed it off to someone else. But yeah.
I finally did some serious research on you, and I was like, I got to give her this fact.
Her professional researcher here. She's very excited with her facts.
I love it.
Spit the stats out.
I love it.
We were curious to ask you about, like, I can't even believe it's been 6 years that you've been in the league. I mean, that's just like, I don't know. I just can't believe that. It's flown.
We're getting old.
Yeah, it's just flown by. But obviously, like, so much from a league perspective has changed since you were a rookie. Especially, I think this year, like I was telling Joanna, it's like amazing that in a COVID year, there's been so many new like corporate sponsors and like conversation happening around the league, good and bad, but conversation nonetheless. Can you just kind of talk about like the evolution that you've seen and just like how, if at all, how excited you are about kind of the direction of where the league's going and kind of, I feel like we're finally in the stage where you can feel comfortable, like okay, we're going to be sticking around for a while. Like there's no fear of like, teams folding and stuff like that. But I'm just curious, what your position is with the evolution.
Yeah, no, for sure. I feel like at first when I was a rookie and even my second and third years, I feel like I didn't know it was going to happen. I was kind of just taking it year by year, and I never knew if like I would have a job the following year because I didn't feel like that stable in the league. But I feel like we've grown so much as a league, and I'm really excited to see the direction that it's going right now. And I feel like we've come so far. I remember like just some of the like, I don't know, like we were having meetings in like gross offices. It was bad. It was just like in the basement of like a club office.
Because y'all did the flips. Y'all were at Oakbrook, right?
Yeah. So we were in Oakbrook. We were on fields that weren't fields. They were pastures. And then we were playing on this turf field that was just cement. I was like, I don't know how long my body's going to hold up if I play on this field any longer. And yeah. So we've come a long way, which is great to see.
Group?
What'd you say?
Owner, like that's really exciting. You guys got like some kind of like famous people to like put some money behind the Red Stars, and
I know it's really cool to see that just because I feel like it shows that people do believe in us, and I feel like that's like one of the biggest things, and just knowing that they're supporting us through our journey, and we want to support them through their journey through all this. So it just builds that like sense of we want to fight for the Red Stars in Chicago as much as we can, and seeing the support from all these great new owners and investors is truly awesome.
Yeah, cool. That is really cool. I think also too, like Chicago has such a rich history in its club, even though, being a part of the league before, I think continuing that richness is super, super important, like moving forward and always remembering where you came from as you start to grow. And I think you guys have, as a club, have done that and will continue to do that, honoring kind of all those players, the groundbreaking players that kind of went before you, like the Lord Kalupnis.
Yeah.
And I think that's really cool how the club always still honors them.
We need that star, baby. We need that star.
I know. I know.
I
So
know.
you guys have been very, very close to bringing home a trophy. Very close, Danielle.
Oh dear.
What do you think is going to take to get you over that hump?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's every year we say it, it's that we have the experienced players, but I feel like this year it's a little bit different, is that we have so much depth on our roster. And I feel like the past few years when we've gotten to that final game or that semifinal, we've always had a few injuries that kind of held us back. And I feel like if we were fully fresh on those days and had everyone in our starting group, that we would have won those games. But for whatever reason, when we get down to those games, you know, someone has a nagging injury, not playing 100%, whatever it is. But I feel like this year we have that experience and we have that depth in our team that if someone's hurting, it's just the next one up. And I feel like that's huge for us, because in past years, I don't feel as if we had that depth. I feel like we've always had, you know, good players, but not players that, you know, have had that same experience in our league. So I feel like it's going to be huge this year when it comes down to those final games.
Yeah.
I'm going to shake it up a little because we do have a comment here that I think is a good question. Danny, what was your experience working with the national team when you were there? How was that experience for you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel
Just
like it.
Player's perspective, like how was that in the time that you spent with the team?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good experience. I feel like you're playing with the best players in the world, and it's like 10 times more intense than any training session I've ever been a part of, which is good. And I feel like it makes it's super competitive. I feel like you can't have any off days there, and if you kind of go in with that mindset, you'll have success. But you know, if you lack that a bit, I feel like you'll struggle. So it's tough. It's definitely tough. It's mentally draining. I'd say that for sure. But it's all worth it in the end. And I think that a lot of players would love to represent their national team and, you know, compete for a spot on that team, especially knowing you're playing up in training up against the best players in the world. And then hopefully, you know, one day playing with those players. So it was overall a great experience. I'd say that it was definitely tough at times, but there was a lot of rewards that came out of it.
Yeah, I mean, Joe, I don't know if you feel this way, but I'm like, just making it like to a camp, like the amount of players, like quality players that come from the US, like I just think it's such an accomplishment just to be able to like be brought into a camp. Like that just tells you the quality of you as a player. But our last question's off the soccer. We want to know all things Winston, okay?
Yeah, all of a sudden you get
all about the doggy. We want to know when you got the doggy, and we specifically, she kind of asked it before, but we're curious about like other outfit changes that are gonna like be hitting on the Instagram. Do you have like some other Adidas stuff in the background?
Does Winston have 3-stripe shoes?
Okay, no, he doesn't, but I'm waiting for him to fully grow now, because I have like 10 outfits and he doesn't even fit in them anymore. And I was like, okay, I went a little crazy. I was one of those dog moms. I was like, yes, this, that, this. And I'm like, wait, he doesn't even fit in this. But okay,
go ahead.
I'll take you guys back. So in preseason, this is so crazy. Like, yeah, I've always said like, I want a dog. I want a dog.
I could not believe. Like,
What'd you say?
I didn't even know you were thinking about it. Like, I was like, there's a dog.
But the thing is that, like, I was saying it, but it's not like I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a dog.
It's one of Danny's.
What'd you say?
I said it's one of your and you don't.
Yeah. So literally, like one day at the gym, I was talking with Morgan, and I was like, I like feel like I should just get a dog, and she's like, let's get on the website that I use, and we'll just see if anything's close. And we called and about this one dog, and it was so cute. I forget its name, but it was so cute. And I was like, Maureen, this is the one. Like, this is the price range I want. Like, perfect. It's not far. And I call, and the lady was like, 2 hours ago, someone just bought him and is on its way. And I literally was like, oh my God, devastated.
Yeah.
Then we kept looking.
Never gonna get a dog now. I'm just like heartbroken.
Yeah, literally, that's what I started saying. I go, it's never gonna work. And then we got on again, and we found one in Indiana, and it was a brother and a sister. And we messaged the people, and we were like, "Oh, what was his name? Oh, Connor was his name originally. Oh, is Connor still is Connor still available?" And she was like, "Yeah, like you can pick him up today." And then we were like, "Okay, well, can we see more videos?" And at first she was like, "No." And I was like, "Well, I'm not going to come get this dog if you don't send me more videos. Like, I need to see him. I'm not going to drive 2 hours."
No.
Yeah. And I literally was like, "If you send me this video, I will come get the dog right now." And then she was like, "Okay, let me see what I can do." And then she was saying she didn't have an iPhone or whatever. And I was like, "I don't care if it's on a flip phone. I don't care what it is. Anything." Literally. And then she's finally sent it, and it was like so fuzzy. And I was like, "You know what? He looks cute, whatever. I'm going to love him regardless." And we got in the car. We got in the car at like 4 p.m. It was a blizzard. Don't tell my mom this.
I won't.
It was a blizzard. Like, should not have been driving the car.
Yeah, it's
and
like
Morgan
which is
what did you say?
This is like a Chicago blizzard, not like
Yes.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
There's like thick snow on the ground. So Morgan and I get in the car. We start driving. We keep going. Should we be doing this? Should we be doing this? This is dangerous. Should we be doing this? And I was like, we're already an hour out. Like, we can't turn around. And we like finally get there, and it's literally blizzard. And then we like knock on the woman's door, and like literally she hands me him, and he literally just like lays like right on me, and he like kisses me right away, and he's like, and I was like, "Yep,
done."
Okay, how much?
Yeah, whatever you want, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, what is it? Just name a price. And then I got him, and then I honestly called him Winston just because I thought when I first saw him, I go, he looks like a Winston.
And then there we go.
And now it's Winston. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was, oh my God, and I am obsessed with him.
What kind is he, do you know?
Like,
yeah, so I know, he's literally like a teddy bear.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. But he's a mix between a mini golden doodle and a Cavalier King Charles.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
So yeah, which I like because I like that his hair isn't like too poodly.
Yeah, it's
You know
not
what I
like
mean?
like.
Yeah, because that would be so tough to like
Oh my gosh, Danny, he's got your curls.
I know, he literally does. People say that I look like him. I'm like, doesn't everyone look like their dog?
I'd like to think that I don't look like Lucy. Actually, Lucy's like,
yeah.
Like Joanna called me a few days ago. You would have thought that like the world ended. Like she was like at the verge of tears. The dog.
I did cry.
The dog what?
Like she was injured. I came home. I came home from a bus ride. We were coming back from our conference tournament semifinal. Parker was at the Masters, and I was a single mom. And I came home, and the AC was broken, and Lucy comes in and is like, she'd been limping, but like she was like only putting weight on like her 2 left paws. And I was like, I called my mom. I was like, I can't do Lucy. The place is so hot. What's it going? And she's like, okay, you're an adult. Calm down.
Calm down.
Go to the vet, and she's fine. I was like, okay. But Parker got mad, or not mad, but she has this lovely lilac, like purple collar.
Yeah.
I mean, I dropped $80 on the collar, the leash, and the poop bag. And he was like so frustrated with me. And
bag, that's just
But she literally, I guess she gets compliments and all the time. So every time I get a compliment, I come home and I go, someone else complimented her collar today. So like it's worth the $80. But
oh my God.
Yeah. But that's the pup. Yeah, she here. But we are so excited you joined us.
This was so fun.
Lovely friends. I just want to say hi to Jules. I feel like she's on. She said adventure.
She did.
J-Show, baby. I saw her.
I mean,
in Charlottesville.
We got a shout out because
you guys love each other.
We do, and we've hung out like twice.
She's the best.
Yeah,
We need to
Julia's
hang out more,
awesome.
Julia. We need to hang out more.
As when Danny comes to play, we'll make it now. When Danny comes to play the Courage, I'm hosting all of you.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. But Danielle, we wish you luck tomorrow.
Are we watching?
We'll be
Rooting.
watching.
Thanks, ladies.
We love you. Thank you for popping on the pod with us. Danielle Colaprico. Colaprico. Whatever it's however it goes. Woo! Thank you, love. We'll see ya.
All right.
Ciao.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.